Welcome back, dear viewers. This is the National Day. We grow up recognizing the significance of our National Day and its importance. For what does it stand for? But what about a new generation? How would we make them acknowledge and our tradition let them see its value? And our guest is esteemed chairwoman of the Kuwait Youth Assembly platform, initiating transformative youth empowerment and societal innovation. She's a public and private sector expertise in Kuwait. She leverages her profound insights in leadership and counseling to cultivate an ecosystem of professional distinction and creative advancement, steering Kuwait's emerging talent and workforce toward a trajectory and development. So let's all welcome the chairwoman of the Kuwait Youth Assembly platform, Jamila Gazi Alotaibi. It's really a pleasure and honor to have you in Good Morning Kuwait, and good morning, Jamila.
The pleasure is mine. Good morning, Mr. Farid. Good morning, Kuwait.
And happy National Day to you.
Thank you. You
and
too.
Dear viewers, speaking of the National Day, she's the daughter of the martyr Gazi, Gazi Alotaibi, one of the martyrs of Kuwait, and definitely it's really an honor.
Thank you. The honor is mine.
So how can we direct youth empowerment through skill development and entrepreneurial mindset?
First of all, talking about the youth and their entrepreneurial mind and let's say innovation. Now we have a major tool, which is training and consulting. We can train them through being a proactive leaders and proactive entrepreneurial mindset. This can be done through many things, by giving them the necessary skills by the training and counseling, and at the same time we can have an additional value of having the correct ecosystem and environment. It is known, Mr. Farid, that if you create the positive environment for innovation and let's say empowerment, you will excel. But whereas if you have the whole environment variables that you are existing in are all negative, you will never thrive. So it is our role, each one individually, wherever they are, private and governmental sector, or even with the NGOs, that we all play our major role by creating the positive environment for innovation and creativity. So
basically you're laying down the foundation for entrepreneurs and innovation.
As much as I can with the tools that I have in my hand and the influence.
Definitely. Yes. This, you guys, a non-profit organization. Yes. Definitely, this is well known. So, if you can elaborate on leadership excellence for organizational and personal growth.
First of all, I will just give you a sentence about the Youth Assembly that I exist in.
Yeah.
This is an assembly that is a consulting assembly for the Minister of Youth. So this in specific shows you the leadership and empowerment of the youth. When we have the right programs to enable and inhabit the leadership skills for the youth, then you will create the environment that we spoke about previously.
Okay.
These programs are enabling the youth to have new skills to, let's say, accompany and go by the technology, digital transformation that we have in the Kuwait Vision 2035. So when you have leadership programs, you are creating a whole new generation with the correct foundation to give the right, let's say, basis to enable people to have the right leadership skills, like innovation, digital transformation, adaptability, resilience, all of these, let's say, skills.
Sustainability, for example.
Yes, the sustainability of leadership.
Definitely, it's also like one of your work ethics.
Definitely. I even give lectures and trainings about sustainable leadership to show that you can be a leader, but you have to know how to be a sustainable leader, which is known to be with high adaptability. And you know, when you accompany any change that comes to you, you don't like stop and freeze. No, a right leader knows how to be resilient and adaptable and quickly has numerous, let's say, plans A and B and C to accompany all the changes that we are going through by the minute.
Amazing. So how can we work on fostering cultural diversity and basically inclusion and ethical global citizenship?
The beautiful thing about our country, Kuwait, is that it's known for inclusion and diversity. If you even go back with our ancestral background and the way that Kuwait was established and how everybody is living in synergy and unanimously with different cultures, different nationalities,
races,
different ancestral background. This shows you that Kuwait's foundation is built on this. So when we say we want to foster this culture, it is not fostering as much as sustaining it, to make sure that we are still going by and being culturally and inclusive. So this thing is by giving the right education and educating all the new generation that we all play a major part in the society we are living in. And it's not only playing the part, you have to excel in being a positive tool and variable in the community that you are living in.
If I understood you clearly, more work on psychological environment also?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Because it is, how can we say it? If you're raised in a background, in an environment that shows you and empowers you that you have to be inclusive, that you have to respect all the people around you, and you are powerful, and when you say it, like even to children, when we're talking about the youth and the childhood era, I'm a certified counselor for the youth and the childhood. That's why it's really close to my heart. When you empower them, when you tell them since they are young that you are special, you are strong, you can be a positive influencer in your society, no matter what is your role, because we always think that to be an influencer you have to be highly exposed. No, you can be an influencer to even 2 or 3 people around you. When you influence, they will influence others. This is the butterfly effect. You know, when you create a replica of a certain behavior. So when you enable the youth by psychology, by giving them the power to be strong individuals, then they will be a positive influence in the society they are in.
Definitely, education is a large part of your work and what you're aiming for. So how can we recruit integrating education with technology to equip the youth for tomorrow's challenges?
The beautiful thing, Mr. Farid, is that I was at a speaker last week at the AI and Education Conference. So I was with esteemed
that's
AI
and really
education.
Amazing.
Yes, it is.
That's really amazing.
So the beautiful and funny thing was that I was in a panel of discussion with academics from various universities in Kuwait, both private and governmental. So the thing is that I was telling the academics, because I'm telling them, do not perceive AI and technology as a threat or something that is scary, a weapon against
utilize
you.
It,
Exactly. So what
I'm
known to be a proactive AI and technology digital transformation figure.
So you would be a good help for us if we need any inquiries.
I would be honored. So the thing is that we were discussing is how can we link education with the digital transformation and equipping it. You have to do the transformational integration of technology. This is done by the first aspects that we spoke about, that you create the environment to be fostering for these ideas. Second of all, we have to educate people by training of how to use technology ethically. Because the thing now is, which is scaring every academic that you can think of, is that AI is replacing the human mind, which is not correct in my point of view.
Because AI does what you program it.
Exactly. Second of all, you feed it. AI exists there, and your results come from what you are feeding it. If you misfeed it, it will take you in the wrong direction.
Absolutely.
So the thing is, how can we create what you're asking for is by education, fostering the right environment to enable digital transformation and integration with education.
Speaking of digital transformation, how can you utilize the digital transformation and the youth to acknowledge the importance of the heritage, for example?
As a Kuwaiti and the daughter of a martyr, I would love that our heritage is to be digitally archived in a way, because now we have the technology, and technology has numerous tools you cannot imagine. Even if you are updated and you're reading, by the minute there's new technologies arising. So how can we manage to do the thing you're asking for is by digitally archiving, enabling the channels that we have currently through, let's say, social media and others, because this is a tool of also technology. When you enable this and you spread the word of empowerment and the words for heritage and how to actually acknowledge and enrich others, then you will start with a new generation that knows exactly where they came from, where their country came from, and where their family comes from. And by this, they will have the, let's say, the loyalty to their country, and at the same time, they know what is their duty towards their country.
Exactly. That's really fair enough, and definitely a smart way. Speaking of the platform, what are the plans and definitely events taking place this year?
We had numerous events that took place, and some are upcoming. One major event that we actually had at the youth platform is that we had 2 collaborations with the Central Agency for Information Technology in Kuwait, KTV2. They are in charge for the Sahel application, the governmental application. So we had 2 workshops with them. The first one was categorized for the youth, and we had an ideathon, a marathon of ideas with the youth, and they came and they gave their ideas of how to develop this program, the Sahel application, for their benefit. And the second workshop that we had in collaboration with Kate was for the special needs, the disabilities affair. So we also invited people, academics and activists and people with disabilities and their parents to do this workshop and do the ideathon of how to enable Sahel application to fit to their needs.
Definitely Sahel really now is a huge part of our life, you know, and it's really thank you for all the people who made Sahel a success, honestly. How, like, okay, we have these 2 aspects, let's say IT and we have heritage.
Yes.
How can we put them together and implement them in the youth?
We can do it by digitally archiving our history to ease the access for the future generations, the existing generations, and even our elders in our families.
Absolutely.
Because they are a major source of information. If you go to your grandfather or the elders in your family, they will give you information that you will not find in books. So why wait for a book to enable this information?
Put them online and
archive it digitally. And each person, this takes us back to the major point, the first point that when I started by saying each individual has a responsibility in playing a positive role in all of the aspects that we're talking about.
Absolutely, this is really amazing. Jamila, Gazi, Alotaibi, if you have a last message, you know, you want to address the viewers. Unfortunately, we are out of time. I wish, you know, we can really have a longer conversation, because honestly, it's really, you are enlightening me and the viewers. So, but unfortunately, we are out of time.
It's my honor. My message would be, as chairwoman of the Youth Assembly platform, I would say the things around us that you may perceive as a threat or as a challenge, stop seeing them as that and try to be adaptable and resilient and change it into an opportunity. It is how you perceive the thing, it is not how it is. So if you see technology as a threat, you will never progress.
Never, exactly, that's
See
true.
it as a tool to enable you to develop.
Learn it, recognize it. Try to think about it and see how you can utilize it. That's definitely...
Exactly, so take all of these and empower yourself, educate yourself. Do not stop learning at all. This is my message in every place that I go to. I always say, empower yourself with knowledge, be a positive individual in your society, and then by changing yourself, you'll start seeing and perceiving change in your environment.
The daughter of the martyr, one of the martyrs of Kuwait, Jamila Gazi Alotaibi, the chairwoman of the Kuwait Youth Assembly platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
That's it, dear viewers. We'll go for a break, and after that, we'll be back with more to come. Please don't go away.